This is the last talk, but I know that is the most impact, with more impact talk. I'm sure. You know that we're talking about artificial intelligence, human, machines, but artificial intelligence is going to get the creativity level of as a human being have, or what is the new challenge, or we talking about GPT-3, DALI, but the real, when you can, the better way to explain something is to view, to touch, to show how it's possible. And for that, we are so lucky to have here one of the most powerful women in the world of creativity. She has a lot of years of experience in the branding areas with companies as L'Oreal, Absolut Vodka, Movistar, VVA, PlayStation, McDonald's. And now she's the co-founder and CEO of the Techno Creativity Agency, Estado Latente, focused on to help people, brands, and organizations to invent and reshape the future, and you're going to realize why. Thank you for coming, Ruth.
Thank you so much, Cristina, for your introduction.
She works right now for Netflix Panama. In fact, she is the hour to visit Panama, and she does amazing things.
Okay, what an introduction. I know that you could be very tired, but I promise to be fun and to generate some excitement, because my field of expertise is absolutely the opposite of all that you have seen. I'm focused on creativity, innovation, and digital transformation. So I'm going to share with you guys a keynote about artificial intelligence and creativity and a new co-creation era. Thank you so much for being with me today. And as you have seen me during the whole afternoon, I have been hosting the AI track, and I thought, okay, maybe when we jump at 6 o'clock, maybe I could be a little bit tired. I'm full of energy, but just in case. So why not to introduce myself, creating an avatar, and playing a little bit with DALI, and maybe you can realize if she can do better or I can do by myself. So could you please, Ruth Avatar, introduce myself?
Hello everyone. I'm Ruth Falkina, a curious, passionate and entrepreneurial professional. My three superpowers are creativity, innovation and digital transformation.
I am co-founder and CEO of Estado Latente, a techno creativity agency. Co-founder of Spain AI, a non-profit and community about artificial intelligence, and co-founder of the AI Gang, a co-creative AI human artistic collective.
Humans, are you ready to explore and live the new era of augmented creativity?
Welcome. Herzlich willkommen. Benvenuto.
Bienvenue.
Irashaimase. Bienvenidos.
Arigato gozaimasu. As you can see, my avatar can speak in so many languages. I talk English and Spanish, and I have something that I want to share with you. Creativity is about having fun. So why not using artificial intelligence on having fun and to explore our imagination? So I have three main objectives for today. The first one is to bring my inspire and exploring a new era of co-creation. The second one is to raise awareness. We are a lot of women working on technology and artificial intelligence. We have today Cristina Aranda, Saturno Labs is changing the ways. So we are a lot of women, and I want to let you know about that. And also share and generate inspiration that you can divide. You can see through your eyes all the things, all the amazing things that we can co-create thanks to artificial intelligence. And as I say, I promise to be fun. So first of all, I want to play a little bit with all of you, okay? So I have a question for all of you. Which one of these images has been created by an artificial intelligence? Okay, if you think that is the number one, please raise your hand. The number one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And what about the number two? How many people do you think that has been created by an artificial intelligence? 1, 2, 3, okay. And what about the number 3? Okay, it seems that the 3 is winning. So all of you are right, because all of them has been created by an artificial intelligence, has been co-created. That this will be my positioning during today's keynote. So something that is super powerful about this new era is that the synthetic get reals. And we are not going to be able to determine if an image has been created by an artificial intelligence or with the help of an artificial intelligence. But how we are arrived here? We are living an explosion in terms of artificial intelligence. But artificial intelligence is not quite new. It's from 1956. So now we are living a new explosion thanks to mobile, internet. But you look so young. Do you remember even computer winning Kasparov? So we are living a tremendous golden eras before. But I'm doing my PhD about the impact of artificial intelligence on branding. And I realized that if you compare last year in terms of paper and research with this year, the increase of papers in the States and in China has increased 300%. So we are living an incredible explosion, like internet was or like the life. But what about in terms of creativity? Creativity is something very, very human, and it has been related with the human thoughts. So creativity is to find a different way to find a solution. If we don't use creativity, we will be repeating patterns once and over and over and over. But one of my favorite definitions of artificial intelligence is from a woman. She's called Margaret Bodem, and she said that we have 3 different levels of creativity. The first one is the combinatorial, so that means you have a different things and you combine it and you have a different outcome. So the same that Picasso has done for a long time. He says that genius steals. The exploratory is to get in deep into a field of knowledge. And the third one is the transformative. So as the Cubists say, that invents something new. Nowadays, with an artificial intelligence, we just can create the 2 and the 1 types of creativity. And why? Because my first question about this keynote is, can be an artificial intelligence be creative? And it's a question that you feel so uncomfortable about. And why? Because for the first time in history, 2 different fields are converging. And this means creativity and the computational model. And this has never, ever, ever happened before. And the way that these technologies are jumping to the creativity is an explosion for the imagination. And I want to show you in a while why models like DALL-E, we have been talking a lot about DALL-E during the whole day, what can we co-create with DALL-E and how it's going to transform the creative process and the ideas industry. And I always love to say, because in a lot of keynotes, conference, and hackathon, ask me, okay, do you have any word to define this new era? My first word is, when you combine creativity and artificial intelligence, is wow. Why? Because the massive creation that you can do in a very short time period are incredible. Secondly, it's a co-creation. You are going to see now, DALL-E, that I'm inspiring the machine by the machine inspiring myself. So we are a team. We are working in a new triplet. So, and for the first time in history also, we humanistic profiles, engineers, and creatives are working as a same team. And this is something so unique. And also, if you see the speed of all of these things that happen, it's unbelievable. DALL-E 1 was created just 1 year ago, and the resources that have was nothing compared with what kind of things we can create with the model nowadays. So I love to call, because I'm in an advertising file, so I have a fancy name for this new era. So I love to call this new era the new era of augmented creativity, because thanks to artificial intelligence, we are going to enhance our human superpowers, imagination, collaboration, conceptualization, and it's transforming the creative processes. I'm considered artificial intelligence as the new muse of the 21st century. Inspire myself, bring me to places that I have never seen before, and I'm able to work in places that I never see and I've never been before. So, but what about the ideas industry? We have been talking about the retailers, we have been talking about supermarkets, about consultancy, but what about the industry? The ideas industry, marketing, advertising, brands. At the end, we are made of histories, and brands are telling histories, and you connect as consumers. So the possibilities in this new algorithm world that is giving the artificial intelligence is changing the meaning of marketing already. But also, we are living a transformation in terms of creativity process. Normally, in an advertising industry, you work in couples, dupla. You have a person that creates the idea and the other one that conceptualizes. But now we have a new tripla that is called artificial intelligence. And we consider like that. We have a collective and creative collaborative cell, and ICO is the name of our artificial intelligence, and create ideas at the same level that my industrial engineer or myself. And she's super clever, of course. So now, this is the moment that you have been waiting for. What happened with DALL-E? What DALL-E is? So DALL-E, first of all, I'm not inventing DALL-E. It's a model from OpenAI, from Elon Musk. But my life has changed forever. About 3 weeks ago, we were part of the onboarding session for artists. And how cool was that? Artists around the world and creators around the world was tasting DALL-E in so incredible ways. So we are beta testers. We are trying to fine-tuning the model. And it's so easy to use because you just introduce a prompt test as you Google it and brings you in 20 seconds 6 different ideas, but the power of the ideas, the level of understanding, how powerful and how useful these ideas can be, it's amazing. You can create as a 3D render, as you are Picasso, as you are Mucha. So it's a really, really incredible work. So I'm going to show you a short video about what DALL-E is. I know I'm an enthusiastic I'm passionate about this world. So I'm going to show you the light side of the technology. If you have any questions about the dark side, of course, as we have talked about VIAs and a lot of stuff, we can talk later. And I'm going to introduce you with a short video what can do DALL-E and how cool and powerful the tool is.
Have you ever seen a polar bear playing bass? Or a robot painted like a Picasso? Didn't think so. DALL-E 2 is a new AI system from OpenAI that can take simple text descriptions like a koala dunking a basketball and turn them into photorealistic images that have never existed before. DALL-E 2 can also realistically edit and retouch photos. Based on a simple natural language description, it can fill in or replace part of an image with AI-generated imagery that blends seamlessly with the original. It's called inpainting. In January 2021, OpenAI introduced DALL-E, a system that could generate images from text, like this avocado armchair. DALL-E 2 takes the technology even further with higher resolution, greater comprehension, and new capabilities, like inpainting. It can even start with an image as an input and create variations with different angles and styles. DALL-E was created by training a neural network on images and their text descriptions. Through deep learning, it not only understands individual objects, like koala bears and motorcycles, but learns from relationships between objects. And when you ask DALL-E for an image of a koala bear riding a motorcycle, it knows how to create that or anything else with a relationship to another object or action. The DALL-E research has 3 main outcomes. First, it can help people express themselves visually in ways they may not have been able to before. Second, an AI-generated image can tell us a lot about whether the system understands us or is just repeating what it's been taught. Third, DALL-E helps humans understand how AI systems see and understand our world. This is a critical part of developing AI that's useful and safe. The technology is constantly evolving, and DALL-E 2 has limitations. If it's taught with images that are incorrectly labeled, like a plane labeled car, and a user tries to generate a car, DALL-E may create a plane. It's like talking to a person who learned the wrong word for something. DALL-E can also be limited by gaps in its training. If you type baboon and DALL-E has learned what a baboon is through images and accurate labels, it will generate a lot of great baboons. But if you type howler monkey and it hasn't learned what a howler monkey is, DALL-E will give you its best idea of what it thinks it could be, like a howling monkey. What's exciting about the approach used to train DALL-E is that it can take what it learned from a variety of other labeled images and then apply it to a new image. Given a picture of a monkey, DALL-E can infer what it would look like doing something it's never done before, like paying its taxes while wearing a funny hat. DALL-E is an example of how imaginative humans and clever systems can work together to make new things, amplifying our creative potential.
I think that the most powerful word is that enhance our human creativity and how powerful the tool is in terms of imagination. So this is my board, okay? Everything that I'm gonna show you, I co-create with DALL-E. This is my board. It's quite super easy to use because it has a part when you take and you write down the prompt test, and after that you have like a board with some inspirations from other artists around the globe. You also have a place when you can save your collection and everything that you create. All the images are medium high quality, so you can use perfectly in different stuff. And you can do three main things with DALL-E. So you can create based on your own imagination. So for example, I'm going to show you an example on a love story between a robot and an artificial intelligence. And it's how we start, giving the model super open context, or you can create super specific, something super, for example, a suit that is an open door to the metaverse. So you can create everything that you want. And also you can upload an image, and you can do some variation and in painting. And this is where you add all the information. So this is one of our first creations. As we are called Estado Latente, we are so obsessed about the space and Latin. So we talk to DALL-E and we say, okay, we want to create Latin space walker portrait by an artificial intelligence. And in 30 seconds, it gives you 6 different images, so powerful in terms of creativity. This could be a poster for Daft Punk next album, or you can use perfectly in an advertising campaign. And something that is so cool also, that you can work as a generic, but you can close the style. For example, Vaporwave style, paint as Picasso, as DALL-E, as so many digital artwork, pixel art. So you just change the style, and you realize that as much you work with the model, you start to think as DALL-E. So I'm thinking subject, action, adjective, and style. And it's so addictive, I have to say, you can't stop creating the whole day. And now you just can create 50 different images per day. And I with my Dupla, we have some complaints about, are you using my DALL-E time? No, I want to use. So it's super, super fun. And this is one of the first works that we create. And we create a love story between a human and an artificial intelligence. So look how different in terms of creativity, styles, and how powerful, because we just let DALL-E an open concept. And what about something that doesn't exist for real? Okay, DALL-E, can we co-create a sofa made of marshmallows? What crazy is that? But you can do it. You can create a sofa with the shape of an avocado. You can create a koala calling by telephone. So for me as a creator and as a person involved in the idea of this industry, it's an incredible tool that expands my ideas. And this one is so cool too. We say, entire poster of a Princess Leia from a Star Wars movie, portrait as Alphonse Mucha. So create this with the style of Alphonse Mucha. So you can combine different styles, ways, using movie, objects, so the possibilities are endless. And I'm gonna show you, because I was not sure if I have internet, I wanna show you a whole way of introducing from the scratch. So this is a video recording from my computer in real time. And at the left, so I introduced the prompt test, as you can see. It's a photograph of a panda bear wearing a denim shirt on the rooftop of a building of a sunset, okay? So I try to be complex with all the things that I want to show you. This is the real timing that DALL-E needs to create something. I did a timekeeper. Okay, here. We have 6 different ideas. So click one by one. Look at this. This is a panda with a bird, but we have different options. So we can choose which one it's better for us. We feel more comfortable or is more powerful in terms of creativity. And sometimes you have backups because the model is on beta testing. And what can I do? I can choose one of them and generate some variations. So I say, I love these images, and I'm gonna create some variations. So I just click the variation, and this side, all of this is my personal stuff. As you can see, I have been creating a lot. And you can create 50 images per day, and you can keep all the collection in the DALL-E. Look at it, this is the original. And now I have different variations. So are pretty much easy variations. I let the model just inspire myself. And also one of the main things that you can do that is absolutely awesome, you can do an in painting. So I mean, okay, DALL-E, now I want that my panda bear wear a hat. You can say a country pink hat, a black hat with a star at the top. wherever you want. So I click the place where I'm gonna place the new object. So to blend it, it's called in painting, to blend it one option with another one. And I just introduce a simple term, photo of a pink hat. But as I said, I can be as specific as I want it and give a lot of different stimulus. So now, imagine, I have been working with a lot of models before, but it's taking one day, Paul can tell you, one day to generate one image. Now, this is the real timing. In 30 seconds, the speed of the model is so incredible. So we have the original. Now we have our panda bear with a pink hat, another question, and another hat. So as I say, the possibilities are super endless. And we can continue on and on, because now, okay, what about if I'm working with a client and I'm designing a car and I say, okay, I want to change the wheels, I want to change the color, or I designed a hotel, I want to change the windows. The possibilities for so many industries are absolutely incredible. Now with our panda, I want to change the sneakers or the shoes. I say, okay, I want that these sneakers be green, but I just says just shoes. So as I said, you can be super specific and change everything that you want. So it's taking again 30 seconds and gives you a panda with a green shoes. You are gonna see all the different details. And also imagine when you are working with a client, all the possibilities of customized editing, here we are. So you have your panda bear with sneakers, white sneakers, or everything is possible. So the possibilities is just your imagination. And what about if we play mixing things? For example, we can say, okay, can we create a Colonel Sanders eating a Whopper? Super powerful style. Why not? We can do it. We can play with the model. And my PhD is about that, about synthetic advertising and the power of co-create new era of advertising. So this is going to be incredible in terms of branding. And what's this? I create a love relief stone. One hand he has a smartphone, in the other hand a hamburger, and in his eyes virtual reality glasses. So we can take one picture that is the original and create another one. Or the Guernica, but pop-up style, because I want to create something cool with that. Or for example, imagine that Balenciaga called me. As called Kim Kardashian, it's not so weird that Balenciaga called me. And he said, okay, I'm going to design my new collection of dresses. Your inspiration is going to be the 50s with a mannequin and so tropical. Okay, DALL-E, can we co-create together? Of course, Ruth. This is a studio photo of a tropical fabric peanut dress on a mannequin in a dressmaker room. But you are creating a collection. Okay, DALL-E, let's go to work with a strip, with dots, with so many different, and this could be the beginning of starting a collection. So this is why it's transforming the creative processes. And what about Nike? One of my favorite artists is Yayoi Kusama. She's a Japanese girl. Okay, I'm gonna, as Rosalia has done a Nike inspired in the list. So we are gonna create a new collection with this design. Can we create some model before go to jump into with the designer? Okay, we can do it. And what about studio photos for a new brochure? Or, okay, I want to create a Kawaii trainers, a Kawaii sneakers. Everything can be done with the power of your imagination. Or a high heels designed by Salvador Dalí. So we can get in so many industries, fashion, car, ideas industry. So it's going to transform the way that we create and the way that we conceptualize ideas. And other option is, imagine that you are Coca-Cola. It doesn't work very well with logos and with typos. They're working on it. But imagine that we are also working at Coca-Cola. As Christina said, we're working for so many clients. So Balenciaga can call me, Coca-Cola can call me. I'm going to co-create for them. And imagine that you are thinking and create a new line for merchandising. So you can do in a chair with the shape of Coca-Cola, or a lorry, or a high heel, or whatever you want. And what about the packaging? Also, you can create a new packaging for McDonald's. We inspire it in the normal shape, but with different ideas. ¿Sabes how?
If you feel like happiness is the truth, because I'm happy. Clap along
very good with typos, but also we can use artificial intelligence to do branding. And it's something that a lot of clients, as myself, you can talk to Big Onion. We have used artificial intelligence to create the whole branding and the positioning of the brand. It had been related with the values. But for example, we can create a logo and talk to DALL-E to co-create the different versions, as I say. It's transforming the creative process because you can use at the beginning with the conceptualization and inspiration to generate more executions or to put yourself in a place that you have never seen before. And you can say, so you can go for so many brands. And imagine that you are Starbucks and you wanna, Obama was a few days ago here and they wanna create a logo special for Obama or for the Pride. It's so close to support the Pride rights. Or for example, we can play in a joint venture with Starbucks and McDonald's or with Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, you can do, using the painting, the ways and the possibilities are so amazing. So I'm almost running out of time. So I want to share with you 5 incredible things about this incredible area. It's transforming the creative process, as I said, as creator, inspire yourself, enhance your superpowers, and you can use in all the path of the creation process, in all the industries, not just related with the idea industry. The exponential speed of this technology is incredible. 1 year ago, the first model of DALL-E, it was nothing compared to the second one, so artificial intelligence is an exponential technology, so we are building tomorrow's technology with today's technology. So I don't know where I'm gonna be in 1 year, but it's gonna be exciting and super fun for sure. And it's explosion for imagination, as I said. It's so fun to work with that, empower yourself. So we have not to be afraid about artificial intelligence and think that technology is one of the main sources of inspiration and just use it in the way that you want to use it. And as I say, applying to multiple files, industry, fashion, and all different files. And it's a co-creation because I create with DALL-E, DALL-E create with me. So it's a playing a fun game and we can co-create together the new era of augmented creativity. And I love to share that you can create, innovate, and repeat and push yourself out of your boundaries and explore this new era of imagination. And also you can, I know that you already love DALL-E, okay? And also you can create some memes and some fun stuff for it goes viral. And I have created a meme about we love DALL-E and you know it.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy this keynote. Do you have any questions about DALL-E? Yes.
What are the legal, like terms of service or constraints that they're thinking about right now? For example, if I wanted to take that Sunset Panda with shoes and turn it into an NFT collection, how would that work?
It's not allowed. Now, this is a beta testing. They are so strict in terms of compliance. This is a beta tested model. We are trying to improve the model. We are creators around the globe trying to create and to establish a new ecosystem in terms of creativity. But we are not allowed to use for commercial rights now. I have heard that maybe in June they are going to launch but it's not confirmed that they are going to launch something for commercial purpose. And it's not allowed to use for NFT or marketing or branding. No, we are in a beta testing phase and they continue working on the model. So thank you so much. My pleasure to be with all of you.